Hello, boys and girls. I hope you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Besides the adjective wonderful, can you think of another adjective that starts with a W that we could use to describe Wednesday? I'm thinking of the word wacky. In fact, the word wacky could describe this whole week. It has been a wacky week. Let's add the words wonderful and wacky to your writing words booklet. So go ahead and get out that writing words booklet. Where are you going to find words that start with the letter W? Beginning, middle, or end of that booklet? Almost to the very end. So find the letter W and add the words wacky and wonderful. Wacky, W-A-C-K-Y, and wonderful, W-O-N-D-E-R-F-U-L. Give you just a moment. Wacky and wonderful are adjectives for today. Remember, an adjective tells more about a noun. These two words are describing Wednesday. Excuse me. What was yesterday's date? The date of Wacky Wednesday was March 25th, 2020. Today is Thursday. The date is March 26, 2020. On a sheet of paper, in your best handwriting, please add the dates March 25th, 2020 and March 26, 2020. Remembering to use that comma to separate the date and the year. And a capital at the beginning. All of our months of the year begin with a capital letter, as do the days of the week. Give you a moment to record those dates. And now we're going to zero in on the American flag and say our pledges together. If you'll please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the Oklahoma Pledge. Please salute. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. All right, now we'll take a look at some questions from Brain Quest. I want you to listen to this sentence and see if it sounds like a good sentence to you. Or is there something that just doesn't sound quite right? I don't have no candy. That's not using proper grammar. What would we say instead of I don't have no candy? We'd say I don't have any candy. What number would we add to 7? What number would we add to the number 7 to equal 27? If you said 20, you're correct. 20 plus 7 equals 27. Is the Grand Canyon in Texas or Arizona? The Grand Canyon is in Arizona. What's a shorter way to say gasoline? Gas. The first 3 letters, G-A-S, gas, is a shorter way to say Instead of saying I need to put gasoline in the car, we could say I need to put gas in the car. This has to do with measurement. Which can you buy by the quart? Would it be apple juice or would it be an apple pie? Quart is a unit of measurement for liquids, keeping in mind what a liquid is. Apple juice is an example of a liquid. So what could you buy by the quart? It would be apple juice. Which of these is not part of a computer? A monitor, a processor, or an antenna? If you said antenna, you're correct. We don't need an antenna for a computer. What kind of car has a top that goes down or comes completely off? This would be a wonderful day to have one of those kinds of cars. The word for that is convertible. A convertible is the kind of car that has a top that either goes all the way down or comes completely off. When you hear the word convert, that means to change something. We have converted from in-person classroom learning to virtual learning. We made that change. And the word convertible comes from changing the way your car looks. Some cars have the option of taking that top off, converting it to a car without a top. Hopefully you've had a little bit of time to practice memorizing and learning to spell the 7 continents. Remember our rhyme and say each sentence after me. North America and South America got married. They went to Europe on their honeymoon. They had 4 children whose names all started with the letter A. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, and Australia. And now let's say it together. North America and South America got married. They went to Europe on their honeymoon. They had 4 children whose names all started with the letter A. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, and Australia. Now I have a thinking question for you. To practice social distancing, which I know you've been hearing that term, meaning to stay at home, not be in big crowds, not be really close to people. So to practice social distancing, which continent would it be best to live on? Where would it be the easiest to practice social distancing? I want you to think about that for a moment. Think about what you know about the 7 continents. A hint would be to think about the climate, the overall climate, meaning the weather conditions. If you said that Antarctica would be the best continent to live on to practice social distancing, you are correct. Antarctica is the least populated of all continents. A very small number of people live there. Throughout the year, scientists will conduct experiments there, but very few people, right around 1,000 people, actually live there permanently. And the reason for that is the harsh climate. It is very cold in Antarctica. What do you think the most populated continent is? Meaning, which continent has the most people living on it? If you guessed Asia, you're correct. More than 4.5 billion people live in Asia, live on the continent of Asia, making it the most populous continent in the world. Scientists like to visit Antarctica for the purpose of research. It's called an expedition when a person or group of people explore an area for the purpose of research. Today's specialty classes for P2 include music, PE, and Chinese. Now, these are in addition to your usual studies. I hope you're keeping up with your Saxon lessons, doing some creative writing, doing lots of reading. Today, you could combine the specialties of music and PE and maybe put on some of your favorite music and have a dance party, maybe a virtual dance party. Chinese lesson will be today at 1:40 using Zoom. So hopefully you'll have the chance to Zoom in on your Chinese lesson. I look forward to seeing some of you on Zoom at noon today and hearing some of the stories that you've written. Goodbye for now.